Hello, everyone, and welcome to League Review. I'm your host, William, and today we are talking about LMS. And we're talking about the Gauntlet. First off, congratulations to J Team as they were victorious against AHQ. They dropped the first game, and I was a little worried that maybe the pressure of a perfect season was going to get to them, but after that, they went on to win the next 3 games in a row, just like they do. And I'm really proud of that because J Team is my only hope for the LMS out of the entire region. I don't think AHQ is going to do anything at Worlds this year, and I really, being honest, before this podcast, I know this is a downer for the LMS podcast before we start it, but I really don't think the winner of this gauntlet is going to be able to do anything either. If you're wondering why I'm sitting like this, I have like 4 mosquito bites on my foot, and it is killing me. I have them on actually. I have like 4 on one foot and 2 on the other, so my feet have been itching me for like the last 2 days so bad, and I can't stop. But anyway, we're also a little late today because I finally got the courage. I was so nervous, to be honest. I haven't played ranked TFT since my vacation. So that was when August 16th or so. I played that. I got the Plat 2 then, and then I played one more game after. I played like 2 more games right before on that same day when I was waiting to pick up my friends, and I deranked the Plat 3. And then after that, I have not played since then. So today was the first day I finally got back. I had been getting comfortable in normals, playing with some friends just casually, and I'm like, okay, I need to like put up or shut up. I keep getting nervous in TFT, and then we got the plateau. We got fourth, second to get back in. But the 2 fourth places, man, I thought I was gonna win. I lost 26 HP in one of them in one round when I was in first place when there was only 4 people left. Oof, that one sucked. 2 Sejuani ults back, like the Sejuani with Spirit Sojourn back to back. Oh, it was brutal. I didn't kill a single person. I had 6 gunslingers. 3 of them were level 3. Jinx was level 2 with the Bloodthirster Ginzus and all that. And GA, and just like, ugh. Hey, anyway, man. Oh, that game made me depressed. That's actually why I played the next game where I got second place. It was because I thought legitimately I was going to win that game, and I did not see the Sejuani coming. The guy had just got that level 2 and losing 26 HP when the other 3 players were all under 10 HP to get 4th. Oh, that's why we're like 30 minutes late. So, anyway, LMS time. LMS. The 4 teams in the gauntlet for LMS are Flash Wolves. As you know, they missed the playoff. This is the first time they haven't won the LMS in like 9 splits or something insane. It's been a very, very long time. Not only that, they missed playoffs, so they didn't get any championship points for this. So they're actually one of the lower teams on the end. Let me see. Right, yeah, they're in 4th place. They finished 4th place at 110, tied for 3rd. But they do get 20 championship points because LMS gives champion points to everyone except for last place. I did not know that. 7th or 8th place do not get it, but they did not make playoffs and they did not finish the season. They finished the season with a 4-8 record, with 2 of those wins coming against Alpha Esports, who are the worst team in the LMS, arguably the worst team in the top 5 major regions outside of Janair. And arguably Janair would probably 3-0 Alpha. However, just for my own sanity, I'm saying Janair is the worst team just because they didn't win a single game, and it makes me mad. But yeah, Flash Wolves went 1-1 against AHQ, 1-1 against Hong Kong Attitude. So the rest of the teams they did not beat once. So lucky enough for them though, they face Hong Kong Attitude, a team that they did go even with this split. So what's it look like? Well, first, we're not even going to talk about that. I'm getting ahead of myself. Mad versus G-Rex is the first game on Friday, and we're going to talk about that one instead. So on Friday, we have Mad versus G-Rex, both Mad coming off a very mediocre season, finishing in 4th place. They finished just at 500. I believe it was 7-7 or something like that, and or like 8-8. They did not finish above 500. 6-6. There we go. 6-6. Same as Hong Kong Attitude. G-Rex finished 5-7, and Flash Wolves finished 4-8. So that was how all that went down. But I think that G-Rex, both G-Rex and Mad went to Worlds last year. All three of the LMS representatives from Worlds last year are actually in this gauntlet. So there's a good chance one of them's going back. If HKA wins, however, we will have three brand new teams facing off in LMS compared to last year at Worlds, which isn't necessarily better. So Mad Team, they have Ling and Rock on the top. Ugh. And then they have Kong Yu as their jungler, Uniboy, Breeze, and K. And let's go back to how that badly they lost to HKA. They got 3-1 against HKA, and unfortunately for them, they didn't look very good. Neither has G-Rex, which is why the LMS, I think, is this team. Whoever makes it out of this gauntlet, being brutally honest, has a chance to not make it out of the very first part of World. I think there are legitimate wildcard regions, first place teams. That Isurus, I think, is really good. I think that Royal Youth is super good. Now I'll take back Isurus for a little bit, but Gambit or Unicorns of Love, I don't know who won Russia yet. If they had a finals yet, I'm gonna have to know that by Friday. And those two teams are actually pretty solid, and I think there's a lot of good teams coming out of the wildcard regions that would beat any of these teams, unless they step up. Idol said, just here to talk about anything but LMS. So how was Detroit? We'll do a quick side chat. We've only side chatted like the first 5 minutes anyway. Detroit was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Hang on, Sandy wants out of my room. But yeah, it was my very first live event. It was surreal in the sense that it was like everyone in that arena, they like sold out, at least for the finals. I don't believe CLG versus Clutch Gaming sold out, but at least for Cloud9 Team Liquid was sold out. It was super packed. It was crazy, and you knew everyone in that arena like played League or like had like a big passion for League or like were just excited to be there. It was surreal because when you sit at home all day and you're just like, or if you're at work and people are like, what's League of Legends? Is that a video game? And then like, oh, having to explain to people like esports in general, and just like, oh, the constant question is, oh, when are you playing then? If you're going to it. No, I'm not playing. That's like telling me go suit up for an NBA game, like real quick, if I'm in an amateur rec league. And it gets frustrating after a while. Idol said you went to Worlds in 2017. Could have been 16 at Madison Square. Ooh. Did NA finals last year in Miami. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know if you were. I don't remember which podcast it was, but I basically said that I'm buying Photoshop right after the regular season, if not after Worlds. I'm getting a whole thing together, and I'm like, going to Detroit has completely motivated me to try and improve the podcast as much as I can. It's hard to improve LMS podcast. It's like I've been talking. It's brutally honest that this team is probably gonna get upset to a wildcard team, either no matter who wins, unless like Flash Wolves gets really hot or something. But I really want to improve the podcast. I'm like completely motivated because my goal and my life goal now, because I'm such a loser, is when Worlds comes in 2021, I want to be like big enough. It doesn't even have to be that big, to be honest. I just want to be well set off in my real life, in my real job, like paying off student loans and stuff, and then getting the podcast big enough to possibly get even media passes. If not, that's fine. But I want to go to Worlds all 30 days. Like I want to go to every single game of Worlds when it comes to NA. That's like my new life goal for 2 years from now. So I'm gonna be working really hard on social media and stuff like that just to get a little, try and get a little credit or whatever to step it up, which is good. And I know you always need motivation to make stuff better for yourself, and it definitely motivated me going to that. So I'm very happy I went. I mean, think about how cool that would be. 2021, and like you go to every. if I'm following all the regions and I get to go to every game and be like, oh, I know about this team. Like this team does this and this. This team does this. So, like, and you can talk about the matchups and the drafts and stuff. That just sounds awesome to me. I'm obsessed. But yeah. While we're off topic of LMS briefly, Mad vs. G-Rex. They finished within a game of each other. I think G-Rex has personally the better team with PK and Candy and Mountain, and I think their top side of the map is better. But they do have Uniboy on Mad, and they have Breeze and K, which is a better bot lane. So it's really going to come down to, does the bot lane win better or the top lane? I think we discussed this on the LCK podcast last night with Kingzone versus Sandbox, and then Kingzone versus Damwon as well. I think this is like the exact same discussion, just on a much worse level. But I'm going to just go out on a limb and say G-Rex wins 3-2. And then for the Flash Wolves Hong Kong attitude, I really think that I'm kill me. This is Dominions Gaming. This is, how many other teams do I stick with? 100 Thieves. Oh, Idol said he's gonna interrupt me with another non-LMS topic. That's fine by me. 100 Thieves. I stuck with Dominions Gaming. I stuck with. I'm sticking with Flash Wolves. I'm picking Flash Wolves to beat Hong Kong Attitude 3-2. I think that they're going to actually pull. Like they've had like 3-4 weeks now to get it together. They have the players. What has happened to them? Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I just gave myself like a cardboard cut or whatever, like wood cut. Wow, it's called a splinter, William. Jesus Christ. But breaking news from, not really breaking, but today, Papa Smithy is coming to 100 Thieves. This team, they want me to stop being a Liquid fan to come join them. And I was telling Brock and Brian in the Snapchat group we have, now all I want them to do, this is the master plan. The master plan here. TSM has to lose Gauntlet. I think TSM will lose Gauntlet. I think the only team that TSM can beat in the Gauntlet is FlyQuest. But I think that, and FlyQuest won't get to them most likely. But anyway, TSM loses Gauntlet. They miss Worlds 2 years in a row. They're blowing up. Bjergsen's a free agent this year. He's probably going to leave TSM, in my opinion. Sven's going back to Europe. Spica, don't know where he's going. He's jungle. He's probably staying. Smoothie, also I believe a free agent, or he can get moved over too. Anyway, I want Someday up top, Amazing in the jungle, Bjergsen mid, Bang ADC, Smoothie support. Yeah, I know. Imagine if 100 Thieves still had Cody Sun on that. I love Cody Sun, man. But Bang isn't that bad. I think Bang's being held down by Aframo, to be perfectly honest. I think that if he's gotten more comfortable in NA, and yeah, I mean, he's a world champion, and it's Bang. So, like, I feel like if 100 Thieves got Smoothie to support Bang, and then you put Bjergsen in the middle to get rid of that pressure issue that they've had with Saligo at the beginning of the year, and then Rio kind of shored that up a bit, but I would rather take Bjergsen over Rio any day. And then by replacing Rio with Bjergsen, you get Someday back on the team, who was just smurfing in Academy, because the guy's still like the second, third best top laner in NA, and he's sitting in Academy. You put him back on the main team, like that team can threaten Liquid. Like, that is such a good... And then you got Papa Smithy as general manager. Dude. Ooh, Crown also mid. Yeah, that's not bad. If you can't get Bjergsen stays TSM. Yeah, that'd be pretty solid as well. Though if you get Crown, you can't get Someday back up. So that is an issue. Oh, man, I would just... That team, that'd be like my second favorite team in NA. I'm already like a huge fan of the move with Papa Smithy coming. I want to see someone said Papa Smithy needs to sign Gorilla, and with the tweets for Papa Smithy and Gorilla, with his Gorilla tweets every time Misfits won or lost. Oh, that would have been amazing. Yeah, they do need a new head coach. They don't need Brawley needs to, just unfortunate for him. Like we said, like don't usually have a problem with Brawley, but like it's one of those situations where you don't make playoffs 2 times with that roster. You just that you just lose your job at that point. It just happens. It just goes along with the thing. But back to LMS until Idol distracts me again, which I'm totally fine with, by the way, because I love that 100 Thieves news. That made me so excited. uh, Flash. So I have Flash Wolves versus G-Rex in the finals, and to be honest, so let's just talk. Instead of doing multiple scenarios, because LMS does their thing a little differently, we'll just do if HKA and Mad win, we'll just do say that HKA is going to beat Mad and they will move on to Worlds, and that will be 3 new teams from the LMS, and only one of them has a realistic chance to make it out of groups. And that one isn't. It's realistic, but it's slim. Like they're gonna be if people don't need. They're a team that you should not underestimate type situation. They're not a free win, J team, at all. Not at all. Obviously, no one's beat them. But the rest of, I think, AHQ is a free win, and any of these teams would be a free win for the other regions. But yeah, Flash Wolves versus G-Rex, I think that ride or die with the Flash Wolves, right? Like, there's no way this team has the talent still. They didn't lose anyone from MSI. They still have the exact same team that brought them to MSI with Hanabi, great player. Boogie, alright. Not the best jungler. Rather, pretty good mid laner. Betty, one of the best ADCs. Xiaoxi, not bad. Like you got an average support and jungler, but the rest of your team is very, very solid. I would take them over most of these teams, but for some reason this year they just couldn't get together. I don't know what it was, but we haven't seen them in. Let's see. When was the last time we saw Flash Wolves? We haven't seen them since week 7, which would have been August 4th. So they've had a full month to prep. And I'm hoping that month got them out of that tilt or whatever they were in to get them all the way back into Worlds. And I can see Flash Wolves actually beating a lot of the teams if they come out swinging and beat HKA in a 3-0 or 3-1 manner and then beat G-Rex or Mad in the same manner. I can see them making it out into the group stage. I don't see them winning in the group stage, but I can absolutely see them in the group stage because the group stage is going to be insane this year. It's insane. Poor Billy didn't make it. Now JDG better not ruin it. I will be. This is the LMS podcast where we're talking NA, Korea. I think at one point we talked about LPL. Now I do want to just bring up LPL because I watched that and I was so depressed. Billy had that first game and they got backdoored. No. Oh man, I didn't want Top to win at all. Even though I like Top a lot, I just did not want to see this JD Gaming here. IG, if they lose to JD Gaming, I am going to be on the edge of my seat. I do not want to see JD Gaming, out of all the teams in China, make it to Worlds. It needs to be IG or Top. Either one of those I will take. I would have taken Billy as well, but not JD Gaming. Ugh. But with that, I think that should be the LMS podcast. like we talked about LMS for like 5 of these 18 minutes. But like I said at the beginning, it's hard to be positive. I need one of these teams to show me something that not a single one of them have shown me anything all year. Like, Mad has struggled pretty much all year. Let's see. Mad started week 1 and HKA started 1-1. G-Rex also 1-1, 0-2 Flash Wolves. 0-4, 1-2, 2-2, 2-1. At this point, I believe this is the last time any of these teams are above 500, is week 4. And the only team to be above 500 is HKA. Mad, G-Rex, and Flash Wolves were not above 500 a single time all split. Like, not one time they're above 500. That in a region that only has 7 teams, and they're all kind of bad. They should all be beating up on each other, but if you're good enough, you should be ahead. Idol just said, I take it back, Loken is better. Oh, Idol, I forgot I should have mentioned it on this podcast. I was waiting for LPL. I was like, see? I believe in Loken. I really do. I saw he won MVP for Game 3, and I just had the biggest smirk on my face. Like, that's right. I think if you replaced... I think the reason why I think I like Loken is because I think Ben is the worst player on top and out of the top like 3 or 4 teams, and honestly, out of the top 5 teams in the LPL, counting Billy, I think that Ben might be the worst player out of all 5 of them. So I think if you put him on a better ADC, I would believe in Loken more, and he would have better performances. RNG or Fun plus Phoenix? I picked RNG. My heart says Fun plus Phoenix, but what I've been going through with a lot of the Gauntlet and stuff, in these high pressure situations like this, I like to trust veteran talent and people that have been there before. Like you can see, like Team Liquid, even that calm, cool collectedness, even going down to match point. RNG has that. I don't think Doing being his team, they just won their very first playoff series, they just made their first finals or whatever. Like they don't win often. They're notorious for choking playoffs. So it's like it's too hard to believe in that, to win. Even though I want to see Fun plus Phoenix as a 1 seed because I think Fun plus Phoenix on any given day is the best team in the world at the moment. I really do. Though I just think in a best of 1, Fun plus Phoenix is the best team in the world. But in a best of 5, I worry a little bit about them. If that makes sense. Ugh. Yeah. So that will be it for LMS, though. Thank you, guys. Any more non-LMS questions, Idol, before we sign off here for the night? Uh, while I talk a last bit about LMS, think of any questions. Yeah, I just think Flash Wolves is going to be. If not, I won't be upset. They don't really deserve it after a 4-8 finish in summer. They really, in LMS as a whole, I really think if they don't perform, the pressure is going to be on J Team. Because just to be honest, AHQ, Alex is really, really, really good. But outside of that, the rest of the team isn't. The laners and the bot lanes are not going to be able to handle anything that these other regions are throwing at them. I can see J Team just off of Fofo's raw talent. Hey, LMS does suck at the moment, but J Team is. I can see them depending on group that they get, making it into the quarterfinals. Depending on the group. The issue is you're not. There's almost going to be zero excuses for any teams that we got a hard group because coming in, every group is going to be really hard. Unless JDG makes it from China, all 3 China teams are going to be insanely stacked. All 3 Korean teams, pretty damn stacked as well. 2 NA teams, super stacked. 2 EU teams, depending on Fnatic making it, which I assume they will. They haven't clinched yet, but I assume they will. 2 of the EU teams, super stacked. Like 2 EU, 2 NA, 3 Korea, 3 China. I think that's I can do math. 10 teams that can legitimately say we have a shot to win Worlds. Not just like get to the finals. You can argue that those teams can win Worlds given the correct scenario. And like that, out of 16 teams, 10 of them have a legit shot to win? That's hard. That's going to be a struggle for the rest. So there's only 6 teams that I would say that come into this that won't have a shot, and it's going to be pretty much every team that the NA from the Gauntlet, probably not. EU from Gauntlet, probably not. Unless it's Fnatic. Unless Shulka pulls off a miracle here and beats Fnatic and G2. Then maybe I would say Shulka also has a shot. But then, like, J-Team is probably that 11th, 12th team. 11th to 12th team out of the top 16. So they have to strike up. They have to have a good group, and they have to strike up, obviously, because you have to be top 8 technically to make. You want to be a top 8 team to make it to quarters, essentially. But I think they have the possibility to do it, depending on how their group goes. Anyway, with that, we will end the podcast. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for EU to discuss not Gauntlet. EU is still going to be going for 2. We're going to have 3 more EU podcasts, right? We have that finals, Gauntlet, and then Gauntlet results. Yeah, we still have 3 EU podcasts, but the rest of the podcasts, we're only having about 1 left of each. I think it's 3 EU, 2 China, and 1 more of all the rest. So we're getting down to Worlds time, which is always very fun to watch. Anyway, see you guys later. Good night.